Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Superstore. Tonight, we're breaking down Season 2, Episode 12, Rebranding, right after this.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes! Oh my goodness, this is an American classic. Y'all ready for this? We are back once again. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm your host, Alina Vision. You can follow me on all social media at Alina Vision, and that is Vision with 2 S's. And I'm joined by my girl, Kelsey.
Hey guys, I'm Kelsey Hightower, and you can follow me on all social media at Kels Hightower.
Yes, and we're so pumped up, as you can tell, by the
We
song,
are.
right?
We're ready for
Superstore.
this.
Exactly. Rebranding, because, you know, sometimes you just gotta rebrand.
You gotta.
And at the Superstore, they are rebranding.
Yes,
From
they are.
Halo to, what, Super Cloud.
And corporate is excited about it.
Yes, and that's when they play this song, and everyone knows this song.
Yes, except it was a little bit different on the show.
Yes.
Because nobody else was excited, and everybody was sitting there with grim faces, and that's when they realized that this song was 11 minutes long.
Actually 12, Dina said. Actually 12, yes.
Actually 12.
It's so funny. It's so funny because you hear the song so many times. Like, we were joking right before we came on that, like, every cheerleading team, I think, in America has used this song.
Yes,
Once upon
they
a
have.
time. But anyways, yeah, so getting into the show, obviously, morning meeting.
Gotta
We always
start with the
start
morning
out with the
meeting.
morning meetings over at Cloud 9. Corporate is there. Jeff is there to tell the crowd, that, you know, all of them, that they're rebranding the store.
Yep.
You know,
Goodbye, Halo.
Yeah.
Hello, Super
Cloud.
Cloud.
And it's so funny because they're like, so what's the difference? And he's like, nothing. We're just to this. Like,
New
same thing.
advertising. Yeah. New brand. Yeah. all
Same
that
stuff, just different name. And I don't know, we see a lot of companies do that.
Yeah.
So
You get bought out, or,
Right.
you know, you rebrand, or different image,
Exactly.
whatever it may be.
exactly.
It happens, and everyone's trying to wrap their mind around it. So
Yeah, no kidding. And I love how he was like, okay, these are the words we want you guys to use today. Cool, millennial,
On fleek.
Yes, which are such like trendy words that especially you do find advertising agencies
Yeah.
like trying to tap into nowadays.
Yes,
So I thought it was fun how they played off of that.
overused.
Exactly.
You know, it's like the
on
words
fleek. Yeah.
on fleek. Yeah, which I mean, I've
Still
used
last
sometimes.
year.
Still last year, but sarcastically. And it's like those, like, that's what the corporation or big companies think.
Right.
It's like your grandpa or your dad trying to be cool. Like, it's
Exactly.
a dad joke. 'cause
It's like once you hear corporate saying that, it's so uncool.
yeah, they're like, we're not using that anymore.
Exactly. So yeah, so they're doing the rebranding thing, and let's talk about Mateo and Jeff, since Jeff
Yes.
is there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, finally we're getting to see them, because we didn't get to see them together last episode.
No, we didn't.
So this is the first time since we've been back that we're seeing them together, and they're like, we see them, I guess, not as a relationship, but in the workplace, which is different.
Right.
And Mateo is about to lose it at the end. You know how he is very gossipy and he can't keep it in. But they run into at the beginning of the episode, they run into some conflict where Jeff is stressed out at work.
Right.
And he takes it out on everybody, but since Mateo's part of the group, he's getting to see both sides of it. So he's trying to be, you know, the communicator that goes between
Yeah.
each of them. So it's like when all your friends are like talking bad about your boyfriend, then he's like, oh, he tries to cover it up. Yeah, I wish
love
he's
the-
dead.
What is it? The veil of secrecy.
Yes.
And he actually does the veil of secrecy, like mimics it. And yes, he has been practicing it a few times in the mirror.
That's what makes me love him.
Exactly.
Are those little
Nuances.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Those little Mateo nuances. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's got to be hard when, you know, especially people don't know that you guys are dating. And you hear all the gossip, and of course you like to gossip and tell, and he just wants everyone to like get along with each other. And so that kind of backfired on him.
Yes.
Because, you know, Jeff says, okay, well, I'll try to be a better boss, goes to Dina, who had a complaint, called him an asshat, and, you know, tells her she's doing a good job, and then says, I would appreciate it more if, you know, people would come to me if they have a problem instead of gossiping behind my back. So now Dina is on it. She's like, we got to snitch.
Yeah. But that moment, you just feel it because you're like with Mateo, you're like, oh, why? That's the worst thing that you could say. Like, just to let the, you know, it was going so well. And then for him to just call them out and be like, I know what you guys are saying about me. And you're just like, no, just
like, why would you do that? I don't know. I don't know if I would do that if I was in that position. I'd just take the high road, I guess.
Yeah.
But
makes it so uncomfortable for everyone.
And especially that's like his man, you know, who said it.
And you just want to like crawl under, you know, like the
Exactly. So
Dina's it.
on it. She's like, we're going to find the snitch, like, you know, true Dina fashion is. And Mateo decides to deflect the attention onto Sandra. Poor Sandra. Like,
she takes a lot.
She does. She takes it, but you know what? When Dina confronts her, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna roll with this.
Yeah,
let's rock and roll with this."
I was shocked,
and says, "Yeah, I am having an affair with him."
I loved that.
Yeah, my favorite line was, we were in his car and he told me to take out my taters and I put them in my face. Yeah.
We were just like, what, Sandra?
It's something you totally wouldn't expect from her at all.
No, and that is making Mateo just like, you can see him sweating, you know? It's just like, what did she just say?
Yeah.
Like, we're not expecting it. And then I think he's about to just blurt it out. I thought he was going to this episode, but it's for sure going to happen next episode. He can't take it. He can't hold it inside.
No, he can't. And we've seen him in previous episodes be so competitive about things.
Yes.
So I think it's going to come to kind of like a head. I'm surprised it didn't this episode as well.
Yeah.
So it's building because she was playing along with it, calling him delicious, doing a little thing on his nose.
And everybody bought it, which is amazing. And whenever they, I guess they were like, we want to see, you know, you in action. And so, you know, her and Jeff were having a conversation about, you know, oh, there's a spill in the back. And she's like, watches them and she's like, okay, I'll go get my pail, and boops him on the nose. And then they're like, oh, they are together.
How did we not see this?
Yeah.
And Mateo just rolls his eyes and walks off. So funny. All right, let's move on to Cheyenne. Had her own little interesting storyline, which I just love. Cheyenne, God bless her. God bless her with her blue eyeshadow. Yeah. I mean, just love this girl. So she sees that there's a sale on a whole bunch of baby products in the store. They're really discounted price, and she wants to take them, you know, buy them up before they're all sold out. And Glenn at first is okay with it. He's kind of but corporate's there, so he says, no, you have to wait until you're off the clock. I felt so bad for her.
I know that this is one of those moments when you really feel for her, and you're just very drawn to her character.
Right.
Just because she is practically a single mom, you know, like, you know, so she really does need her.
She needs it.
She needs the stuff, you know, on discount.
When you have a baby, like, it's expensive.
Yes, and so you really just are watching her like trying to like get the product, and then watching other people take it, and you're just like, oh, there's some more.
I love how she started hiding it everywhere.
I did too.
Have you ever done that? Like when something's done, you're like, I'm not gonna I have to go somewhere else, but then I'm gonna come back. I've done that too, where I've hidden it somewhere like random in the store.
Yes, like in the guys section or something, like in the very back, you know. You're just like, or if you're in Target, just like a completely other part of the store.
Exactly.
The food, you know, like in the back.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll come back for you, sneakers. Like,
no, but then one of her coworkers, of course, finds it, and it's in the take back, and she's like, "Really? Come on!"
I know. She tried so hard.
She did, and when everything looked like it was sold out, she actually went in the back because a customer asked her if there's anything else in the back, and there's just a warehouse full.
Yes.
So she gets really happy. I was kind of surprised that she didn't like bring out at least a few things for the other one.
I know.
That kind of surprised me.
Me too. Because when she came back, I was just like, she looks like she needs the stuff too. You know, like everybody that's coming is like
probably
moms
needs it.
and but it was good for Cheyenne. Like it was a fun moment.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Let's talk about Jonah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So the guy from corporate, the head honcho, one of the head honchos, turns out went to business school with Jonah.
Yep.
And he was kind of surprised to see Jonah working there.
I know. And you know that's got to be such an awkward moment when you're just like, oh, yes, I just happened to see the hire thing and I'm just, here for a little bit.
Yeah.
So cool, like I'm going back to school, like all that stuff. It's just like what an awkward feeling,
It is. That somebody that you went to you went to school with is now like your super superior.
I know. And it's just like it's an embarrassing moment. So that's tough.
It is.
We've all been in those kind of situations,
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we find out that in college, his nickname was actually Iceman, and Amy just had a field day. She was like, "Oh, tell me more about this Iceman."
I know. I loved it because it's like, it's just so Jonah. Like it seems like it could be like a cool, like he tries to make it into like a cool nickname in college, and it's like, oh no, it's because you were cold all the time and you wear a sweater or whatever.
Or something.
And so it's lame. And so Amy had fun with that, which. It was cute.
Exactly.
I mean, it was very cute.
She did. She had fun. And then somehow Rex just happened to have a video.
I know, that was weird.
I was like, okay, why does he just carry around a video of Jonah in business school?
I know. I'm going to just, go with it.
Yeah.
And like maybe
it was on YouTube.
I know. I was like, okay, maybe it was like a video that he had, like he was in the class and he was like, oh yeah, I was in this too.
It's
so
like, dude, why are you carrying that around?
It was weird, but it was funny.
It was funny to see. I liked seeing it because we got more backstory on Jonah and we saw him like in a different environment.
Yeah, and they did good with his like hair and stuff. Yeah. He looked young. He looked like a little boy.
He did.
Adorable.
And Garrett and Amy they just think it's the best thing. Start
know,
making fun of him
it.
with his hand gestures. So serious. So serious.
Yes, please talk over there. Yes, when I was in business school,
Exactly. But I don't know, it's good I like seeing the characters' backstories.
I do
because
too.
then I think we invest a little bit more in the characters for sure.
Yeah, I enjoy it too,
Yeah. So, is there anything else? This was kind of an uneventful episode.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, because we didn't touch on Garrett and Dina.
No, we didn't.
Mm-hmm. And the only characters we really saw were Jeff and Mateo, but that was more of a build.
Right, exactly.
Nothing like crazy happened.
Nothing crazy happened at all.
Yeah.
And we did see at the end, Jonah and let's talk about Jonah and Amy and the whole her kind of trying to push him to leave business school, the deferment.
Yeah, I mean, this was the big
that was actually really
part
big
of the episode.
Yeah, so his deferment, he actually took a deferment from his business school, and that was what he told Rex and everyone. And Rex is like, oh, well, you can still go back. And so Amy is trying to, like, in her own way, make him see that he should go back.
Yes.
But he's kind of pushing back. It's like that whole dichotomy of that rub.
Mm-hmm.
And he ends up calling his school to cancel it just to prove a point to her, and finds out that it lapsed, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
I think it was. So he's no longer enrolled.
I know. And I think that was for his safety net sort of thing. Mm-hmm. It's like he didn't really know what he was doing as far as going back to business school or not. And he thought he still had some time to decide. And then whenever he found out he didn't, that was like
a huge deal.
I know. I think that was pretty hard on him. I'm sure, like at the end, you could kind of tell. But yeah, I mean, it's a sticky thing because you can see that like maybe he would be great to go back to business school, but obviously he didn't, his whole heart wasn't in it.
Right, and he said he wasn't happy there.
And he wasn't happy, and then Amy was talking to him outside at the end about, like, do you really want to be that guy? Like, is Rex the person you want to be? Mm-hmm. And I think he knows he doesn't, but it's like...
But there's so many other options in business,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think that might be what Amy kind of wanted him to see, but yeah, it didn't. It's
I
not
know.
going. Yeah, the safety net is definitely not there for him.
I know. So it's
It's
like
a whole
you've got
process if he wants to go back. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got to really decide what he's going to do with his life, I guess, you know?
Now he's on the little island with Amy, and she says, the rest of America, we meet on Tuesdays. I'll get you on the email list.
Yeah, exactly. True.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Exactly. But Glenn was super happy about it.
Oh my gosh.
Glenn wants everyone to work there forever. He wants
Yes.
them to die there, to just have their babies there, anything. Live
Yeah.
their life at Cloud9.
I know. We've seen a baby be born there,
Oh,
right?
that's right.
Yeah, and then-
we've seen somebody die there.
Have we?
Yeah, there was a guy that died on the couch that one time.
Oh.
It wasn't an employee. I don't think it was an employee.
Was it a side character or something?
Maybe it was an employee. I can't remember. But it
That's
would have been
amazing.
a side character.
The full circle of life.
Exactly, at Cloud9. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Yeah.
All right, I think that covers everything. Want to
Yeah.
get into predictions?
Yes.
Yes.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay.
Oh, we're here. We're ready.
We're back.
Okay, so I was over here thinking about looking for predictions somewhere. You know how
There's
good I
somewhere
am
up
at
there.
those. Okay, so I'm just going to state the obvious. Again, Mateo and Jeff. People are going to find out. Mateo cannot hold it in, so he's going to explode with that news. And there's a whole, prediction for Jonah, but I'm not sure what that is yet. Hopefully, I think it'll take a couple episodes to build on what he's going to decide to do with life or how he's going to stay at Cloud9, whether that's manager or whatever it is. So
Right.
I'm going to put a tack in that one.
That sounds good. I'm with you on the Mateo one. I think with Jonah, I don't know. I mean, I think he's going to try to find some other, maybe a different business school. Maybe, I don't know.
I know. What do you think about Garrett and Dina?
I think that we're going to probably revisit that next
What do you think is going to happen?
episode.
Are they dating?
Yeah, they're going to be together. I think they're going to get together again. But I think it's going to be on the down low.
Okay.
I think it's totally going to be on the down low, but I don't know for how long.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see for how long.
I'll be interested about that.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I think that's it.
I think so. For now.
For now,
For
that
this
is it.
Yes.
So, where can the good people find you?
The good people can find me, Kelsey Hightower, anywhere at Kels Hightower.
And you guys can find me on all over social media at Alina Vision, and that is Vision with 2 S's. Don't forget to comment if you're watching us on YouTube. We like to see your comments. You can tweet at us. If you're listening to us on iTunes, give us those stars. And we'll see you back here next week, same place, same time. Have a good one.
Yes, we will.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.